Hello, Facebook. How are you?
Hello, Facebook. How are you?
I can breathe.
What's your question today, Serena? Okay, here's the question. Do you hear voices?
My name is. Oh, I'm going to be
So this is Serena Vasegi, and Serena is the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write.
My name is
Right, so Serena's job is to motivate you, to inspire you, and to help you achieve your goals. Right, I'm Jamila Doolin, Serena's right-hand woman.
Okay, so based on my question, do you hear voices?
I do not. Do you hear voices?
All the time.
Okay, so this is a little scary. Serena just said that he heard voices, or he hears voices all the time. So Serena, please.
So, but I mean, we are about many policies
All right, so I thought Serena meant that he heard voices in that kind of like I see dead people kind of way. But you mean that you hear voices because you're interacting with people, and because of that, you actually hear them speaking. You hear people speaking to you.
I hear anybody have an impact on how we live our life.
And these voices, the people who are actually there, not the I hear dead people kind of voices, have an impact on
the way we go after our goals. The way I'm mindset.
They have an impact on our mindset.
Yeah, and the way we deal with challenges.
They have an impact on the way we deal with challenges.
So if you want like you have to be encouraged by people who can help you and me success.
All right, so I'm going to try to repeat all of that, but I might need your help. So if you want an amazing life, you have to
engage in conversation that can help you get to where you want to go.
You have to engage in conversations that can actually help you get to where you want to go.
This is one issue that I see people, I believe everyone wants to improve their life.
All right, so Serena starts from the premise of everybody wants to improve their life.
But guess what? They expect other people to help them.
But they expect other people in their lives to help them.
And that is true. It's true. But you gotta find other people as you should.
But sometimes it helps to find people outside of your circle.
All the time.
Oftentimes. All the time it helps to find people outside of your circle.
Yeah, to help you
to help you achieve your goals.
Yeah, let me give you a couple of examples.
Okay.
So when I want to go out to USC, I want to meet new people.
Alright, so Serena said that when he decided to go to USC, one of the things he wanted to do was meet new people.
At the time, I thought that was not a good rationale.
And when we decided this, you didn't think that was the best reason for going. I can imagine because I've seen how much USC costs, and trust me, there's a lot less expensive ways to meet more people.
Yeah, but the older I get, the more I realize that was a big reason. to go to USC.
Right. So Serena also said that now that he's older, and even just over the years, you've realized that, hey, look, going to school to meet more people was actually a really good reason for going.
That's why.
Right. And this is why.
I was influenced by amazing professors, amazing shit, and amazing. Yes, I do.
Right. So he went to USC, Serena went to USC, and while he was there, he was surrounded by amazing professors, amazing guest speakers, amazing students, just people who really were doing incredible things and wanted to do incredible things. And
Even celebrities.
yeah, some celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's impactful.
We are not 100% independent. We are not 100% independent English.
Right. And here's the thing, and Serena's so right about this. So, especially in America, we like to think of ourselves as being completely independent and we just do what we want to do and we're not impacted by others. Well, that isn't exactly true. No matter what we want to think, human beings are impacted by the company they keep.
So I have I was the last book talk.
I'm sorry.
I was the last book talk.
Yeah, Serena just told us, you admitted to it. Serena watches a lot of sports talk.
Yeah. My favorite host, Colin Cowherd. My favorite host, Colin Cowherd.
And your favorite host is Colin
Cowherd.
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 Yeah, he was saying this. He was saying, how you got lunch with
And he was talking about how he had lunch with a billionaire.
Yeah. And for lunch, he told himself, I'm not gonna say anything under this under.
And so, excuse me, before lunch, excuse me, he said, you know what? This is what he said to himself. I'm not going to sit there and ask a bunch of questions. I'm not going to run my mouth a lot. I'm just going to sit back, be quiet, and observe. Right? That was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good one. Being I think questions.
And so, you know what happened? The billionaire asked him a lot of questions.
To be others me. He was so curious about what he thought. What he was about his business, about his life.
Right. So it turns out the billionaire was curious about Colin and his business and his life.
The more you learn, the more you know that much.
So you said the more you learn, the more you realize that you don't know as much as you think you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's never.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if that's assuming you're a curious person, then you're right. The more you learn, the more you realize, wow, there's more to learn. It's like you open one door and there's like another door to open, another door, another door.
Yeah. And then, many people engage with people who don't push to be better.
Many people engage with people who don't pretend to be better. Push them to be better. Yeah.
They want validation of what they're thinking.
They want validation of what they're thinking.
They want validation that that's not fair.
They want validation that life is not fair.
And but I should encourage them to better.
But they don't bond with people who actually encourage them to be better.
Yes. Okay, next. We're gonna talk about chat. We're gonna talk about chat.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about, we're going to spend a little time talking about challenges.
Unbelievable. Challenges are part of life.
Yeah, whether we want to admit it or not, challenges are a part of life. May not like it, but that's just kind of how it is.
And the people that agree you, they help me to how you react to challenges.
Okay, so please say that for me one more time.
The people you interact with.
The people who you interact with.
I can help you from the way you deal with challenges.
Are going to help determine how you deal with challenges?
Yeah.
Okay.
People who you're in a job.
Let's say that
You're in a job.
you have a job.
You're in a jam. You're in a jam.
You're in a jam.
Yeah. Your personal friend. Your personal friend. Your approach to friends.
All right, so you're in a jam, right? So we're setting up the scenario here. First you're in a jam, then you approach your friends about it. You have two friends, you approach them.
What are we going? Oh my goodness, that's tax. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Right, you have one friend who's like, oh my goodness, that stinks, that sucks, what are you gonna do? And they're kind of like, woolly, freaking out, right?
Yeah, and then you have another friend to go. It sucks. Well, what are we gonna do with it?
And then you have the other friend who's like, yep, sucks. Let's come up with a plan. What are we gonna do?
Well, the first one, exactly the situation.
Yeah, Mr. Woolly kind of exacerbates the situation, right?
And then the second one going calm you down and make it really hey, it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Right, and then your second friend is like, yeah. You know, they kind of give you a different perspective. They help you realize it's not so bad, and you can calm down and look at this and come up with a plan. And they don't amp you up. The first one kind of amps you up. The second one just kind of calms the situation down.
Yeah. Me and the do that for each other a lot.
Yeah, Serena said that we do that for each other a lot. And it's true, we do, don't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah, Serena, I'll come in the morning, and Serena will be like, we have a lot to do today. I'm like, all right, well, let's get to work. Do you remember the day I came in and I was really upset because I messed up not one of my kids' schedules, but two of my kids' schedules for that day? So I had one kid who was super early to school, like an hour early, and one kid that was 30 minutes late to school on the same. This is the same day. The same day. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I came in and I was in a panic because what kind of mom forgets what time her kids have to be to school? And I think your words were, if this is the worst thing that happens to them today, they've had a really good day.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah, we say that a lot in this office. If that's the worst thing that happens, it's been a really good day.
Another example. So I recorded something.
All right, so Serena recorded something.
I recorded it. I got my pretty part question. Here we recorded something and it was not right.
Right. So Serena called his business partner Chris and said, you know what? I know we spent a lot of time recording this, but it wasn't right.
And he really no problem. That's during the week.
Right. And the response was like, oh, okay, no problem. We'll handle it next week.
Yeah. You said, oh my goodness, why do we have to do it again?
Right. The response could have been, oh my goodness, why is this happening to us again? But, or, this isn't fair, or whatever kind of stomping your feet, pounding your fist type response you can imagine. But that's not what you got.
Yeah. And if
You have more examples? Okay.
So, I was just went up.
Serena said that he was blessed growing up.
Yeah, I have amazing value. Amazing mindset.
Right, because he had amazing parents with amazing values and amazing mindsets. And I have to just tell you, I've met Serena's parents. Granted, I've met the retired version of your parents, but they are truly the most gracious people. I think kind and gracious people I have met in a long time.
And one thing that I value as an older
One thing that you value more as you get older and have your own kids
is that they always do not treat my family as a big deal.
Right. And the thing that you value is how your parents, they were able to see your disability as just part of life. It wasn't a big deal. It just was.
My mom did not allow us a kid to get life in a friend.
Right. Serena's mom didn't allow you guys as kids to sit there and say life isn't fair.
Yeah. And then I told her, figure it out and go. Figure it out and go. Figure it out and go.
Yeah, she just kind of was like, figure it out and go.
And that was her whole thing. I'm like, yeah.
And that was her whole attitude.
And it's like, if somebody was not agreeing with if somebody was not agreeing with me, I can never do what I am today.
Yeah, if she hadn't had that attitude, you wouldn't be where you are today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that ignorance is big for me.
Right. So I don't know if you've been following. Hopefully you have. And if you have, then you know that right now, influence, that whole idea of influence and what influences you and how that impacts you, that's really what Serena is kind of into exploring right now.
So this is the thing. If you want to become, if you want more life, if you want to become amazing.
So here's the thing. If you want to become amazing, if you want more out of life,
you have to find the voices that will help you get there.
You have to find the voices that will help you get there.
Now, if that was a manager,
Yeah, it might be a manager.
It might be in a book.
It might be from a book.
It might be a comment. It might be a comment.
It might be at a conference.
What are the people who influence you?
Who are the people who influence you?
And that's my reason. That's my main job is to have a better life.
Right, and that's part of what Serena really enjoys doing. He really enjoys influencing you to have a better life.
And like I said, the more you know, the more you learn, the more you really, or you don't know.
Right, and again, we're going to re-emphasize that point. The more you learn, the more you realize what you don't know.
Here's another point. In a message or
I'm sorry. Right, so it's not about hearing a message say just once or to hear it just twice.
It needs to be continuous.
It needs to be continuous because we don't absorb things that way. We hear it, and we might, if we're lucky, the first time we think about it, if we're lucky, right? But usually that's not how it works.
We need to hear many times.
Right, we need to hear it many times before it really sinks in and takes hold.
Yeah. So, you know what I remember now?
What does it remind you of?
Let's say that one. Let's say you meet somebody new.
All right, so here's the scenario. You've met someone new.
It could be a new relationship. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new coworker.
Right, so this could be like a coworker, a friend, relationship, just someone new.
And you spend some time with them, and after a while, you see that you're not acting.
And as you spend time with them, you realize
You're not breaking the values.
your values don't mesh.
Yeah.
All right, so the values don't mesh. We're not really aligned.
I can think the other person. You said I can think the other person.
And you begin to act like someone other than yourself, like that other person.
No matter how much you are influenced by the people that you surround with.
Right, and this can happen to anybody, no matter how strong you think your personality is. You are influenced by the people you are around.
We talk differently about a lot of different people.
Yeah, we even speak differently around different people. And you can see it like when you're around your friends who are thinkers and they're really inquisitive and thoughtful and measured in their words. You'll find that you're the same. You're being more measured in your words when you speak to them. Right? I don't know. Do you find that? Yeah.
Like kids sometimes.
Yeah, you do. In a good way. In a good way. Yeah, so Serena said, Chris came by yesterday, and Serena and Chris work together, completely changes the energy, and you guys feed off of each other.
It's kind of different when we
Yeah, it's different. It's a lot different. The interaction's a lot different, and we feed off of each other differently than say you and Chris did.
Oh my God, friends! To watch the game last night, and it was awesome.
All right, Serena said, like when I go out to watch a game with my friends, like I did last night, and Serena, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you your business here. Is particularly happy because both of his teams won last night, so what could be better than hanging out with friends and both of your teams winning? And now we'll continue.
Okay. I'm gonna take this one level.
Okay, you want to add a little more to it?
Yeah. So, in early September, I started working with a consultant.
You started working with a consultant.
Yeah. I already had a good foundation.
And you already had a good foundation.
Oh my goodness. She I did my shortcomings. I did my shortcomings.
She identified your shortcomings
Okay.
and then pushed you hard.
And it's been a challenging month,
It's been a challenging month.
but it's been amazing month because I did that. I like what you were saying. I'm patient and oh my goodness, after a month I got a lot more done.
You liked what she was saying. You've been listening to what she's telling you to do. You've been doing it, and in just that month, you've gotten a lot more done.
Yeah. And let me tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy.
And it's not easy.
No.
But it's done.
Yeah. I mean, about the minute I've been working to volunteers, but
We've been working together to
implement ideas.
to incorporate her ideas into what you're doing.
Yeah. And mostly and mentally, it's been a struggle.
Yeah, it's maybe for you it's been a struggle. I won't say it's been a struggle. It's just been different, and it's just an adjustment.
Yeah. I needed, although I had a good foundation, I needed her voice and her expertise.
Yeah, you needed her voice and her expertise
Give me that push.
to give you the push. That's right.
I think we all need that. We all need that.
Yeah, and it's true. We all need that, because we like to think that we can just go it alone. Because again, that's what we're told. We're taught, oh, you know what? We're all independent. You can go do this. You can do it by yourself. Be a maverick, whatever. And the truth is, that's just not how people work. We just don't.
My kids are doing this. My kids are fighting and giving advice. Giving advice. Going people like that.
Right, so your gifts are writing and giving advice and going on Facebook Live.
But they were telling other people on the media.
And there's like tons of other things that you're not amazing at, right? Because you're just a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay.
And that's okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Next week I'm going to go to San Diego.
Yeah, so next week Serena's going to be in San Diego.
And there's going to be hundreds of people who are doing exactly what I want to do.
And there's going to be hundreds of people there doing exactly what Serena wants to do.
So guess what? I'm going to hear. I'm going to be needing everything that comes has to offer.
And you want to engage in everything that
Conference has to offer.
that conference has to offer.
I'm gonna hear workshops a year.
You're going to speak to people so the people on stage are people who currently make a minimum of $1 million a year.
And those $30 million.
Right, and the host of the conference, that person makes $30 million.
And not only but I'm going to be in the front row. Taking everything in.
Right, so Serena said that he wants to be in the front row, listening and soaking it all in and getting all the knowledge that he can.
And I'm going to do a lot of networking.
And of course, this event would not be complete without some networking.
So we can help. It's become amazing.
And
we can help each other become amazing.
Yeah, we can help each other become amazing.
action. And that's what I take for amazing. That's what I take for amazing.
And that's what it takes for
Yeah.
amazing.
But nobody is 100% independent.
Right. And don't forget this. Nobody is a 100% independent thinker.
And you want your actions and your thoughts are influenced by other people.
Right? Your actions and your thoughts are influenced by other people.
And instead of denying it, be and use that to your advantage.
Right. Instead of denying it, it's better to go ahead and embrace it and use that to your advantage.
Yeah, I understand that it's okay.
Right. Understand it and know it's okay.
Being in the conversation that are actually help you become amazing.
Right. Ultimately, it works like this. You want to be engaged in the conversations that will help you become amazing.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this Monday in their life.
Right. So, hopefully you really got something out of this. Hopefully you really enjoyed it. Hopefully you're beginning to think about the conversations that you have and how they impact you in your future. And with that, we're really hoping that you join us on Monday.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye. And don't forget to be amazing.